And now, as promised, time to move forward to the 145-pound weight class division. Here's the way things stack up, beginning in Class 1A. Matthew Klingenberg of Marcus Meridian Cleghorn, a senior, facing Ryan Bormann of Tipton, a junior. At the two-way bout, Darren Kaisand of Grinnell, a senior, against Moza, a defending champion out of Anamosa, also a senior. And in the 3A match, it's Jimmy Waters of Lewis Central, just a freshman, against Bryce Carruthers of Council Bluffs Thomas Jefferson, a senior on the mat.
Interesting matchup here. These wrestlers have wrestled 3 times here, both from the same area. I've probably spent some time wrestling in clubs in that area, and so this is be the 4th match here. The first 2 matches were won by, it looks like, Bryce Carruthers, and the last match was won by in the districts here by Waters.
By Waters, huh?
Yeah. So Waters again, one of those freshmen that we're seeing here in the finals, and word has it that this guy's won about every kid tournament in the state or country. So
packed it up and moved it around and brought home the gold medal.
This isn't the first. This isn't his first rodeo as far as that goes. So
well, he's coming out of Lewis Central, so
a lot of experienced wrestlers come out of that group.
Exactly. Just keep stocking the pile. It's another freshman looking to, add his name to a long list of wrestlers at Lewis Central.
Of course, Keith Massey, the coach there at Lewis Central for quite some time, really made an impact on wrestling in Southwest Iowa. A lot of wrestlers part of his Golden Eagles club.
Chad Beeman now taking over there at Lewis Central with 9 qualifiers this year in the state meet.
Yeah, Chad's a real quality guy. Good addition to that program. I found it interesting, Tim, when I was looking through the sheets here. Jimmy Waters, it says we asked him what age did you get involved in wrestling. He says he saw an ad in the newspaper at age 6. Well, that would have to assume that he could read at that time then too.
He's not only athletic, he's intellectual. So, Mom and Dad maybe posted it to his bedroom door.
Might have had something to do with what he was reading.
1A match in the top right-hand side, scoreless, between Matthew Klingenberg of Marcus Meridian Cleghorn and Ryan Bormann of Tipton. And in the lower right there, the 2A match between Darren Kaisand of Grinnell and the defending champion Moza out of Anamosa, senior. He's unbeaten, 40-0, and has quite a resume. 4th in 2001, 5th in 2000, the champion last year at 135.
Yeah, I really like some of the things he's able to do, particularly from the top position. He's just a pretty good grinder. Good with the legs, a good balance. Moza we're talking about here. There you see Bryce Carruthers, senior. Council Bluffs Thomas Jefferson, and the Lewis Central freshman. No score. Carruthers moving up to his feet, and really kind of uncontested here as far as Waters goes. So Waters lets him up for a 1-point escape. So underhook by Waters. You see the discipline that Waters have. Even though he's a freshman here, he stays good low in his position. He's got a pretty long and lanky body here, 145-pounder, relatively tall. It's a tough team to crack as far as a freshman goes, as far as Lewis Central with their success that they've had.
Pretty unusual.
Yeah, so in order to do that, you have to have a pretty good skill set coming into that type of program, and see evidence of that there. Good low position.
Carruthers really is a long, lanky.
Yeah, both wrestlers are.
And the 1A match in the top right, Klingenberg of Marcus Meridian Cleghorn with the takedown with 1 minute remaining in the second period to go out in front 2-1.
So that's one heck of a takedown there by Klingenberg. Now he's got a chance of headlock position. He got him in the side tilt. Now he turns around. He's getting torqued over in a headlock.
Ryan Bormann, the state champion, folks, out of Tipton with the pin in the second period.
Just like that, you just never know down here. Just cruising along, has a nice lead. He's about ready to tilt his opponent, loses the wrist, and all of a sudden he's in a headlock. There's one down. Wow.
Looking for some folks upstairs there. See, that's another thing I like about the state meet. Everybody's got somebody they know upstairs that they're turning and pointing to. Whether it's mom or dad or girlfriend or grandpa and grandma.
Yeah.
A lot of special people on the mat and above it.
Back to our 3A match here. Not much action here. 24 seconds left in the period here. A lot of familiarity. I think I just get the feeling that these two have wrestled here, not just in the 3 matches, but perhaps in the club situations and summertime.
You might think that's an advantage that you know the other guy, but also it can be a disadvantage because you know the other guy so well.
Right. He knows you so well.
Exactly.
And the pace of this match kind of slowed down a little bit. Now this is Waters going to take the down position. .42-4 record. That's an impressive record for a freshman.
0-1, third period.
Right.
It's amazing how many kids you see that have 40, mid-40. Not that long ago you were in the 30s if you wrestled a lot of matches.
I understand what you're saying there, because it is curious to me, because a lot of times you're wrestling so many matches, you wonder if you get a chance to correct mistakes during the week. You have to have time for that. And,
time in the room.
Time in the room, exactly. And so if you're going from competition to competition, which most of the time they're limited to the amount of dates that they can wrestle by the High School Athletic Association, but sometimes just making more, piling those matches on, if you're not having success, you're making mistakes almost permanent.
Right. Don't have a chance to correct things, can't move forward, but repetition almost becomes a negative for you. 2-way match, Moza, the defending champion, is out in front 9-4 and looking to pick up a back-to-back championship here his senior season, 40-0 coming into the final.
That's an interesting, we talk about the records, but such a premium is put on 100 wins. Well, titles are awful important. I mean, this is you can talk about to hundreds of guys would trade 100 wins in for a title. Cradle locked up, Cradle potential locked up here. This is where Carruthers is really showing that he's strong here. And the freshman having a difficult time getting out from underneath. Now he's potentially giving up a side tilt. The pace of this match seems extraordinarily slow.
I would agree.
Just right from the beginning. Nobody's coming out. Got explosive.
It's been slow and the scoring has been nil. 1-0 is all we've got with 30 seconds left in the match.
This is an attitude thing here. If you're going to try to get out, it's up to the bottom man to try to get out. He's behind.
Yep. Got to get your head up. You got to be looking.
Yep. There's Cradle potential locked up. It's more of a riding Cradle, but no, he turns him over with it. Not going to get the count. But it's now a situation where almost got reversal off of it, but now he locks it up. Now we went from saying that this was an explosive, no explosion in the match, but I guess that last situation proved me wrong.
Carruthers, the champion in Class 3A, and in the Class 2A match, Moza, the defending champion, picks up his second straight gold medal. Just like that, back and forth, both mats with champion's crown.
Well, the whole third period there, Carruthers just kept him down. The difference between the two was the riding time.
And
here tonight.
And now to the award stand for the 145-pound weight class medals. And the winners brought to you by Mid-American Energy.
The Class 1A 145-pound awards, Coach Sean Freeman of Tipton. 8th place, Matt Peary, Guthrie Center. 7th place, Ben Harrison, Pocahontas area. 6th place, Matt Yuska, Ath Hudson. 5th place, Joe Hoffman, Akron Westfield. 4th place, Justin Heimer, North Springs, Rock Falls. 3rd place, Dylan Calvig, Nashua Plainfield. Runner-up, Matthew Klingenberg, Marcus Merritt, Cleghorn. And the Class 1A 145-pound state champion from Tipton, Ryan Bormann.
There could be history made coming up at 160 pounds. We'll tell you all about it when we come back after this.
I'm Levi Nikolai and I live in Ackley, Iowa. I'm really active in a lot of different things: vocal, NHS, student council. I've been in musicals, football, track, baseball, but my favorite sport is wrestling.
Levi is deserving of this scholarship because he works very hard at everything, not just wrestling, but academics. He's a leader. More by his actions, he does the right thing all the time.
One day I was wrestling and I hear Levi is Superman, and that's how the cheer kind of goes. And I thought, wow, that has a ring to it.
He consistently demonstrates the very highest levels of integrity, responsibility, and commitment.
This year has been going fairly good for me. I'm 26-1. I'm still looking into some colleges, but I definitely am going to wrestle, though.
His involvement in the community, the church, those are the things that he works very hard at.
He's an outstanding person.
The significance of this scholarship mirrors exactly what bankers are all about, which is the future of Iowa. And Levi Nikolai epitomizes the best of young Iowa.
Presenting the Class 2A 145-pound awards, Coach Ron Timp of Anamosa. 8th place, Justin Ritalik, Atlantic. 7th place, Justin Sovereign, Crestwood, Cresco. 6th place, Spencer Frise, Forest City. 5th place, Chris Hahn, Maquoketa. 4th place, Mitch Artis, Glenwood. 3rd place, Micah Keller, Mediapolis. Runner-up, Darren Kaisand, Grinnell, and the 2A 145-pound state champion from Anamosa, Moza Fay.
PJ Chapin with another Hy-Vee taste of the tournament. We're now joined by Hall of Famer Gene Luttrell. Gene, how'd it feel to find out that you're a Hall of Famer?
Oh, I was very pleased and excited about it, of course.
Well, Gene, you kind of done everything here at the state tournament, haven't you?
Yeah, I hate to leave it, so I started out and I could too old to compete. Then I coached, and when I got too old for that, I turned to referee, and I've been doing them all. Enjoy all three.
Well, it sounds like a great opportunity for you to come back year in, year again.
I've enjoyed it very much, and I like to.
Gene Luttrell, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Presenting the Class 3A 145-pound awards, Coach Todd McGinnis of Council Bluffs, TJ. 8th place, Aaron Taronis, Xavier Cedar Rapids. 7th place, Josh Proctor, Valley West Des Moines. 6th place, Justin Thompson, Pleasant Valley. 5th place, Mike Tungan, Decorah, North Winneshiek. 4th place, Seth Hahn, Trenton. 3rd place, Jake Kerr, Oskaloosa. Runner-up, Jimmy Waters, Lewis Central. And the Class 3A 145-pound state champion from Council Bluffs, TJ, Bryce Carruthers.
And we'll be back with the 160-pound matches after this from your local station.
On her left, please.